This is it, folks. The Beaumont Cup Series Championship race from Joltis under the lights. The positions were determined by the order they finished in the chase last time in the last round, and Johnny Garner took the pole and was already off over Dylan Young, who started on his outside. Argel Alonso now moves up to second, Isaiah Bernash is third, and Devin Winston starting in the fifth position. These are the five drivers competing for the title. The highest finisher of the five will be your champion for season 14. Here comes Alonso going down below for the lead, though, right off the bat. Alonso gets the lead away from the number 1, and now the number 11 is going to go for the lead. He's on the bottom right now. Joltis, the biggest track in our town, 3. Plenty of room to make racing very fun and plenty of room to make passes. So this is going to be very interesting, and has always been the finale location because of it. Isaiah Bernash now on the bottom. I do apologize for the bit of lag in the back there. But anyway, Argel Alonso is going to lead the very first lap of the race. But on the next lap, though, Isaiah Bernash would go for the lead. Bernash getting the drafting from the 1 of Johnny Gardner. These cars are going 4 wide, 5 wide, maybe even 6 wide down the straightaway. Here comes the third corner, and the 11 Bernash has the lead. He's trying to clear his closest rivals for the championship. Here's Sam Rogers. The other drivers just trying to compete to win for the final time in season 14. Gonna go down below. Here they come. Coming down right now. Johnny Gardner right on the bumper of the number 11. Luke Walker's moved to third, bumping Argel Alonso, possibly out of the top 5. And the 11 is now taking the lead over the 1. But here comes Johnny Gardner. Gardner wants to come back. The 11 led lap 2. Now lap 3 is probably going to go to Johnny Gardner if he can hang on. Tristan Folks on the bottom looking to take the lead, trying to make this race a 3-wide battle for the lead and trying to make the chasers tougher to win the championship. Folks is now moving up to second. He's going on the bottom line. This is the track where you want to be in the bottom line at the very end of the race, because that is always the best preferred line in any event, in most NRCL 3 tracks, and this one is no exception here at Joltis. Gardner does a good job blocking the bottom lane, though. Tristan Folks, though, trying to find a lane. There's always a way to find a passing lane to use for Joltis, and Johnny Gardner keeps everybody in check and is still leading. No bonus points are being scored for leading laps, so the highest finisher would win the race. So it doesn't matter if you lead a lot of laps, as long as it only matters if you finish in the higher than all your other competitors for the championship. And now the 22 has waited patiently for a lap and a half, and now he has a chance to take the lead. Caution flag is out for the first time today. We see the caution lights go on. Tristan Folks taking the lead right now over the 1 of Johnny Gardner. And now 22 is trying to prevent the 1 from leading to the caution. This could pretty much scramble the field if they decide to come down pit road at this point. Here comes Johnny Gardner, though, going to try one more push for the number 1 machine coming down the line. Who's going to lead under caution? It's going to be, and I think it was Johnny Gardner. It was Johnny Gardner that took the lead under the caution flag. Pretty close battle. And we had some trouble to bring out our caution in lap 4. Zachary Fitzwater got bumped low down the apron. He tried to get back up onto the track, but he slammed into Brandon Nichols, and the big one has just happened. Dylan Young, one of the final 5 competitors, is in it. Brandon Nichols is in it. Oh, David Johansson gets spun. Avi Sachs goes for a long drive upside down. And a tough break for Dylan Young, one of the final 5 competitors involved in that wreck, and it looks like his championship hopes are fading away here at Joltis. By the way, I do apologize for my voice sounding a bit weird. I'm running I have a little bit of a cold to battle, so I do apologize if my voice sounds a bit weird. And Avi Sachs goes for a long ride upside down, like I said earlier. Pit stops did jumble up the field onto the caution. Daniel Voiles, a former chaser, is now your leader, but here comes Connor Breton. Connor Breton looking to take it away, and now Nathan Hudson moving to 3rd place. Hudson has now moved to third place right now, and now he's trying to get the lead away from the 27 machine. Pichu is now up to fourth. Pichu moving up, trying to move up to third now. Alex Rago now on the bottom as well. Ooh boy, Alex Rago pulling off an aggressive move to go down the bottom lane, but Sean Harple is going to get the advantage, and Pichu is going to move up to the second position. Connor Breton looking to win it here today in an otherwise not so positive season. Same for Pichu right here. Lap 10, here we go. This is going to be pretty fun. We're almost halfway through the championship race. The 99 takes the lead away from the 27, and now Harple trying to find a lane he could use to make a pass. He would not do so, but pit stop's underway. Oh boy, Alonso. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't scream loud because of this cold. But anyway, the 6 for Alonso and Berdesh made contact on pit road. Amy Shelley, whoa, she went upside down. She went airborne. Many drivers involved in the second big wreck of the day. Ian Dunn is in it. And here's Amy Shelley's view again. Connor Breton is involved. Zachary Chambers in it. Dunn is a former champion. Alex Guerrero, Daniel Voiles get involved. Yeah. And Dylan Young gets hit. Young gets hit as well. Ooh, I think he got hit by Ian Dunn trying to avoid the incident. And he gets a piece of it. And unfortunately, that's gonna definitely end his championship hopes now. They were very slim to begin with after being involved in the first caution. Dion Scott was in it as well. A lot of drivers wrecking. Jordan Davis spun out as well. Oh my goodness, big wreck, and it's going to set up the field. This wreck happened with 10 laps to go. Benjamin Miles, Jordan Davis, and Justin Robeds got into the grass as well. Cody Hagan is upside down. There are so many drivers that they went all over the place after the wreck. That brought out our second caution. And I think they were trying to battle to see who would get the preferred line down pit road. This is the championship round after all, so anything goes. It's for all the marbles. So the 11 Bernesh and the 6 Alonso were trying to fight their way into the pit road to see who would get the better line. In the end, though, it was Alonso who got the better line with just 6 laps to go. He restarts in second behind Pichu, the new leader. Pit stop cycled out, and now everybody is good to go on fuel and tires. And now it's going to come down to whichever one of the 5 will be out in front at the end of the race. Devin Winston goes on the bottom. Here he comes. Winston has the preferred line, and Alonso has the high line. And that is not a good high line. Is never good at Joltis. Winston right now is in control. He has the highest position of the final 5 drivers competing. Pichu still leads, but now gets challenged by Philip Goldberg for the lead. 4 laps to go in the championship race. And the 35 Winston is now up to the 5th position. He is trying to stay on the bottom for as long as he can, but he knows with how big Joltis is, a lot of drafting could bump him into the high line, and it does. 2 laps to go here in the championship. We move ahead. Oh boy, Alonso moving up right now, passing Johnny Gardner. And the 35 is getting challenged. He gets forced up high, and Alonso is going to be in the highest position now. But he gets sandwiched right now between Nathan Hudson and Sean Harple. He's still trying to keep his high line, but he gets bumped by Rago. That's going to leave the door open for the 1 machine as well. Oh boy, this is going to be a good race to the finish. In the meantime, you see Roman Rahal take the lead, but we're focusing on the championship run right now. Alonso's fate is in his own hands. He's trying to win the championship by being the highest finisher, and he is having a little bit of trouble. He might be forced up high. That little high line is tempting down the straightaway, but it could force you to the high line if you're not careful, if you don't react in time. And look at this, the 6 is now high. He is now high. Gardner has the better line. Here comes the white flag, the last white flag of the season. 1 to go. Johnny Gardner has the preferred line. Gardner in the middle. Alonso way too high. But look at Devin Winston go. He has the bottom. He has the biggest bottom. Well, I don't mean that literally, but he has but he has the best preferred line of any driver right now, and here he comes, trying to pass through Gardner. Gardner gets high, can't do anything about it, and Winston gets a good run. Down the bottom right now, he now has the championship just 2 turns away. Leia Walker gets behind, and now Leia Walker takes the lead. But the 35 Winston leads the most important battle of this race for the championship. One more turn to go. He is still on the bottom line, and his other competitors are on the high line. So I don't think anybody's going to have time to challenge the 35 for the championship. And that is it. Coming off the final corner, Leia Walker's going to win the race, but Devin Winston will be your Season 14 NASCAR Pokemon Cup Series champion. Devin Winston made the move of the race down below. He stuck to the bottom on the final lap and made the move, leading him to become your Season 14 champion. He went from a one-season wonder back in Season 4 to a champion, a 2-time winner and a champion in Season 14. And here was the move of the race as he went on the bottom, passing the one of Johnny Gardner, his closest competitor, and is able to keep that bottom line in check. Was able to stay on the bottom for the win to win the championship for the number 35 Speed Stick Ford. As he goes down below, he stays on the bottom, staying with the draft of Mitchell Riggs. Didn't want to compete for a win, but he came home with a good top 10 finish and a championship to boot. And here's how Leia won the race. She blocks Ryan Costa on the final corner, and Leia Walker holds on. Her second win of the season. What a way to wrap up the season, as TA2 Racing has a win in Joltis. They haven't done that since Luke Walker won the very first race here at Joltis in Season 1. So Leia Walker ends up with 19 career wins after Season 14, extending her lead as the all-time leader in Pokemon Cup Series wins. But the big story, Devin Winston with an 8th place finish is your Season 14 Pokemon Cup Series champion. Garner, I think, was the next highest in 21st, Alonso 24th, Bernesh 25th, and Dylan Young finished in 38th. So congratulations, Argel Alonso, becoming your Season 14 Pokemon Cup Series champion. The recap special for Season 14 and the final unedited points are coming up. So here come the final points that were not edited for the chase. Here we go.
Hope you guys enjoyed our season finale at Joltis, and now let's bring you the final unedited point standings from Race Points Manager. I've kept the track of the points even after we changed it to the chase, so we figured why not give the Pichu Cup to someone who's highest in the points that has not been changed because of the chase. So we'll get to that. We'll get to won the Pichu Cup later. But first, let's recap the drivers to see how they did in Season 14. Zachary Fitzwater, 42nd, which is surprising. We saw him in front for most of the season, but he had a league-leading 20 DNFs in Season 14, so that's probably why he was finishing in dead last. And that's unfortunate for Fitzwater, but next season's a new season, so Fitzwater hopes to get a better run at it next time. Pichu, 41st. He missed a couple races, so it is understandable. And then there's Sean Harple, 40th, Robert Piet, 39th, and Amy Shelley, 38th. They had one win, but didn't have any consistent finishes other than that, so, well, can't really say a lot other than that they just won a race. Eric Powers finished with 37th. Eric Powers didn't do a lot for the Powerses. In fact, the Powerses did not get a single win this season. Pretty sad, but next season will be a better season for them. Gwen Cobb, not bad for a rookie debut. Well, with 2 top 5s, though, but in terms of points, not so great. But if she comes back next year, I'm sure she'll be a lot better than this season. Alex Guerrero, 35th, the brother of Nicholas Guerrero, former champion, wasn't able to follow in his brother's footsteps and only finished with 2 top 5s in the season. Pretty tough season for Alex Guerrero, but, well, hopefully Alex could be back next season, or we might even see Nicholas back next season. So we'll see. Jacob Lawler, 2-time winner. He's got to be happy about that because the rest of the season for him has not been so great. He's actually tied with Leia Walker for 33rd position. However, Leia has 5 top 5s and 3 top 5s for Lawler, so Leia breaks the tie. You saw earlier, Leia won her 19th career Pokemon Cup race. One positive from that is that she became the all-time leader in wins in the Pokemon Cup Series history. So Leia Walker's got to be happy about that, and she'll be going for number 20. Career win number 20 for Leia next season. She'll be going for that. Ian Dutta, 32nd, the defending series champion, had one win and 4 top 5s. It was an okay season. It wasn't bad as the beginning was. In the end, he really did step up, but he only had 1 win and didn't do so much to successfully defend his crown. Brandon Nichols, 31st in points. He didn't do too bad, but he just didn't have the wins he needed. He just couldn't get a win this season. Alex Ragow, he broke his 10-year winless drought, 30th in the points with that 1 win, so at least he's back in the victory lane Pole Cup this season. Benjamin Miles, it was expected that Miles would be a heavy favorite. It was one of the favorites early on in season 14 to become a championship competitor. But unfortunately, Benjamin Miles didn't have a win this season. He only had 2 top 5s. Yikes, only 2 top 5s? And he's 29th in points. Pretty shocking. But yeah, Benjamin Miles just didn't have the season he wanted. So next season might be better for him. Sam Rogers, a 2-time winner, not bad for a rookie. Well, he had a pretty okay season. Cody Hagan, Connor Breen, Mason Powers, they didn't have any wins this season. None of them had wins, but they came pretty close in some races. Mason Powers only had 2 top 5s, but he's consistent. He was a little consistent with 11 top 10s, so yeah, at least that's a positive. Nathan Hudson, another one of the favorites early on. He had 5 wins last season. He did follow up with 2 wins, so that's a positive. So he had 7 wins in 2 seasons for Nathan Hudson. He's got to be happy about that, but still falls short of the championship. So he might be one of the favorites next season. Cooper Saron, he was close twice. He came second twice in 2 races. But he came close to winning one, so Cooper looks to be a favorite coming back next season if he does choose to come back next season. Zachary Chambers did pretty well. He had 2 wins. He made it far into the chase, so it was not a bad season for Chambers. Ryan Acosta, it wasn't bad. He had 1 win in the Super Snack 500, so that was a positive for him in an otherwise mostly negative season. Luke Walker, 20th. Didn't do too bad, but of course no wins. He didn't really do a lot, so yeah. Dan Coffey, his teammate, had 2 wins and made it to the chase before being eliminated in the early round. But Dan Coffey's got to be happy with 2 wins. Avi Sachs's 1 victory came in Montreal, so it was a great welcome back to Avi Sachs' victory lane. So it was a great welcome back for him in Montreal. And that machine. It was his 3rd win at the track, believe it or not. He joins Charles Sanford, the only drivers to win multiple times at Circuit Gillies Villeneuve. So next season, he definitely will be coming back next season in some form or another. Whether part-time, full-time, we'll see. Philip Goldberg is 17th in the points. Didn't do too bad for a rookie season. He came close a couple times, though. But next season, if he comes back, he's sure to be a name to watch out for. David Johansen had that 1 win at Texas, so a positive season. 16th, not bad for a rookie. 15th, Nick Pericles. He didn't have any wins, but his teammate Roman Rahal had a win in 13th, so the Pericles team did have 1 victory, but Nick is another season without a win, so he's hoping to break that next season if he comes back. Mr. Yamp, Jordan Davis, he did pretty well. 14th in points, had that 1 victory. He did pretty well and won the pole once, so that was a positive season for him. Isaiah Bernesh, as you know, one of the final 5 competitors, he didn't do too bad. He finished with 2 victories in terms of unedited points, and he got to the final 5, so that's got to be something. Anthony Lopez, 11th in points. That's not bad for a driver who didn't have any wins and only had 2 top 5s the entire season. Yeah, believe it or not, he only had 2 top 5s the entire season, but had 12 top 10s. So that's probably why he's high in the points. Johnny Garner, one of the runner-up this season. He came so close, but he had 10. He came in 10th in the points with 2 wins. 2 wins for him. Navarro had 2 wins in the Daytona 500, so a big season for him, a big comeback. Jorge Alonso, he had a pretty up-and-down season, but in the end he ended up with 2 wins and looks to be one of the favorites heading into next season. Mitchell Riggs, I'm surprised this guy didn't have any wins this season. He was really good. He had a lot of great finishes. He just couldn't pull off a win this season. But it was such a shame for Mitchell Riggs because he was a very good driver that season. He was close. Justin Robles came in 6th place. Not bad. And I think he's the highest rookie in the field, highest finishing rookie in the standings. So he's got to be proud of that. So he's probably Rookie of the Year. Well, by the way, we never did give out Rookie of the Year awards in Pole One Cup because I never kept track of rookies. Oh well. But anyway, in 5th place, of course, the champion, your champion, Devin Whitston. He is, of course, the season 14 champion, the champion coming in next season. Devin Whitston, 2 wins, 9 top 5s, 13 top 10s, 6 DNFs, 3 poles. I think he has the fewest DNFs of any driver this season, so that's probably how he got the championship, with less DNFs. Oh no, he had 10 DNFs. Robles had 6 DNFs. I'm sorry. My apologies. But still, constant finishes, 13 top 10s and 5 top 5s. Not bad. Dylan Young came 4th in the points. He actually finished, well, Whitson would win the tiebreaker because they're tied with Young. Whitson would win the tiebreaker with wins. But believe it or not, Dylan Young finished with the same amount of points as Devin Whitston, 804. And Young had that one victory and had 10 top 5s, top 10s, and 5 top 5s. But he had, so I guess that was not bad. And Tristan Folks was 3rd place. 3rd place isn't bad for him. He didn't have any wins, though. He was the highest driver in the points without a win. And, wow, he was so close a couple times, and Folks just couldn't pull off the win. But next season, he hopes to be a favorite to be in the chase. And finally, the Pichu Cup came down to Dion Scott and Daniel Voiles. And by 21 points, it was Dion Scott that took home the Pichu Cup, the unedited point standing. For Daniel Voiles, it was a phenomenal season. He tied the league lead in poles with 3 poles this season with Justin Robles and Philip Goldberg. They tied with 3 poles for the lead. And 6 DNFs, with 6 DNFs, he ties for the fewest DNFs with Justin Robles. He also had 11 top 10s and 5 top 5s, which was not a bad number. Not bad for him. And also had that victory. But Dion Scott led everybody in terms of points. He had a victory, 5 top 5s, 15 top 10s, 11 DNFs, and a pole. Unfortunately, though, he got eliminated in the middle of the chase, and that's a shame, too, because he would have instantly been champion if he had stayed in the chase. It's a real shame, but he will have to settle for a Pichu Cup, and he'll get a reserve ride next season for winning the Pichu Cup. And, Seth Cole, Charles Sanford, they were part-time, they were one-race dealers, so, yeah, they don't count. I think Devin Whitston is tied with the lead in terms of top 5s with Zachary Chambers, so that's how he probably got the championship. And, of course, Dion Scott leads everybody with 15 top 5s. And the fewest drivers with the fewest top 5s, well, there was a lot. There was Mason Powers, Alex Guerrera, Gwen Cobb, Philip Goldberg, and Anthony Lopez. They had the fewest top 5s of the team. I think Cooper Saran had the fewest top 10s with 4, tied with Pichu, who had 4, but Pichu missed 2 races, so, well, I'm not sure if that's going to put into effect. But anyway, that is it from the Pole One Cup Series Season 14, and that'll do it here. So we'll see you guys in Season 15. It's going to be a brand new season. We have a brand new mod. It's going to be the same 2015 car set, but with a different version of the 2015 car set. It's a mod, in fact. It's, I think, called the 2015 Gen 6 mod. It's like this. It's almost the same cars, the same 2015 modeled cars, but most have different paint schemes, so to speak, and a different setup. So it's going to be pretty exciting. That season's sure to be exciting as this one. So we hope you guys will join us into Season 15. I'll let you know when signups are up as soon as possible. This is the account second here. I'll see you guys later. And congratulations, Devin Whitston, your Season 14 champion, and Dion Scott, the Pichu Cup winner for the unedited points. So we'll see you guys in Season 15. Goodbye.